Okay, last time we were playing this Pathfinder, you began in the town of Gilt, spelt G-I-L-T, not G-U-I-L-T, a little mining town on the southern edge of the Gilded Tooth mountain range, known for its extreme amounts of gold as well as a significant amount of caves and ruins. You ended up meeting the head, basically the owner of the Desert Rose, a orc named Cragtooth, previously an adventurer in another life. He had opened up the Desert Rose in the town of Gilt because he had grown a little bit too old, a little bit long in the tusk, I guess you could say. And he was no longer really able to undertake that kind of adventuring life, but he really liked to hear about it. He really liked to talk about it, and so his little inn and tavern, the Desert Rose, had become something of a central hub for adventurers, relic seekers, treasure hunters, and the like, and he had his, basically, ear to the track, essentially, his hand on the pulse of all the newest discoveries and things that were found in regards to, like, new ruins that had opened up and things like that. And he had heard of one new ruin that had opened up, very recently, and he had sent a small party of 2 other adventurers several days before to go check it out. They had not returned, and so he, said that to another party that God, who was there? Who was in the last one?
Amiri.
Skazzle, Amiri.
Yep.
Sajan.
Cragtooth.
And then Cragtooth ended up going along himself, maybe to relive his glory days one more time in and amongst the group.
And failing.
And I mean, he didn't fail. He was there. He didn't die. So you proceeded there.
Things could have gone worse.
It indeed.
Definitely could have gone better though.
You proceeded to the canyon. It was roughly a day away, and upon entering it, found the 2 adventurers slain, by very clear. It ended up being pretty clear that they were slain by something that had kind of advanced weapons. They weren't using sticks or rocks or clubs to do this. They were fine cuts. And you even found a very nice dagger that was covered in sort of a spider web motif on it. So you knew that this was not, some crude killer. This was not some bandit or vagrant. It was done very, very purposefully. So you proceeded onwards, heading down the canyon, until you ran into this strange creature that you thought was a goblin, but it actually turned out to be a creature called a Mitfit, a fey, sort of goblin-like creature that could actually speak to arthropods and kind of control them, and I was able to get them sort of coming out the walls, essentially, to attack you, and you killed the centipedes, and initially it looked like you killed him, but upon sort of closer inspection, you realized that he was actually just kind of playing dead. After you had killed the centipedes, and been, hit by a javelin, he just kind of laid there in place, hoping you wouldn't notice that he was in fact still alive. But eventually you did, but you didn't finish him off, though you did not share a common tongue. He speaking strictly Undercommon. You kind of helped each other out a little bit. He sort of watched on as there were 2 large statues that flanked this collapsed entrance into the mountain itself, and he watched you disarm it, and he was able to get a word out of warning, that of the word drow, a word that is common enough that even though he doesn't speak common, he would probably kind of know it. Although he said it sort of awkwardly. He said like dra, dro, dra, but you did get that sort of feeling, that sort of impression of what it was that he was trying to say, that Drow had come out of this. And it makes sense with the dagger and the spiderweb design, the very clear, purposeful killing, done, like I said, cleanly. And you had found some arrows in them too that were of a very high make and high quality, so you knew this was not like desert brigands. But after that, you disarmed the traps, proceeded inside, where you fought a cinder rat, an elemental rat that had arisen from these kind of like elemental orbs that had that were scattered around the rooms that were sort of glowing with energy, and there was a part of the wall that was collapsed in, and there was water rushing into it, and so it kept like setting you on fire, and you had to like go to the water and sort of splash yourself out. So you learned about like, you know, persistent damage and how you take off persistent damage and stuff like that. It's all built around doing a whole bunch of shit that teaches you, you know, like, hey, here's saving throws, here's attack rolls, here's how you fight, here's exploration, and that sort of thing. So, in that Cinder Rat battle, you did suffer some fairly significant damage, I'd say. I think a couple of you know, you were hurt pretty badly. I think Amiri was roughed up quite a bit. And so, perhaps wisely, you decided to retreat away, knowing that there was, you were sort of hurt a bit, that there was drow in this cave. You decided to return to the Desert Rose, the town of Guilt, and maybe get some help. Maybe find some people a little bit more daring and willing to put their necks out on the line to deal with these drow, to avenge these 2 slain adventurers and seek out the treasure that lies within the heart of this newly opened cave or ruin. You're not sure which. And so you went, and there you found perhaps some more daring and willing adventurers. Skazzle returns. Once again, you are there to lead them to the actual desert canyon itself. Oh my god, you're freaking out. Calm the fuck down, Tommy. But you lead them to there, and
champion is flying up the walls.
we are obviously gonna, you're back in the canyon, but we're gonna do, once again, a little bit of introductory stuff, because we do have people here that haven't played. You know how it is. We've all been there. Tommy's new.
Yeah.
And you can kinda help them on the way to sort of determine the types of things that they can do. Let me make sure I've got my stuff opened correctly. I'm using a portion.
Check the bodies.
Check the
Shoot the
bodies.
fish.
I recall someone taking the arrows out last time.
Yes, yes, the arrows were taken.
Meat's back on the menu.
You don't
Boys.
know. You don't know that.
Is Drugami the mewing type of cat or the roaring type of cat?
No, he's the one that talks like the New Yorker.
All right.
To gather information.
Whoa!
Okay, we are in what is essentially like exploration mode. Essentially, you're not currently held with any kind of encounter or anything like that. When you're in exploration mode, you can kind of tell me what you want to do. There are like exploration effects, but you're not limited to just those. Like, it's essentially, are you trying to like avoid notice? Are you trying to like cover your tracks? Are you trying to investigate something? You're trying to detect magic, etc., etc. There's a whole bunch of. You can tell me just what you're trying to do in the moment, and I'll sort of assign something to you.
Well, I just now read that gather information is specifically a social town thing.
You did your best, buddy.
You're investigating.
Investigating. I don't have
We are-
investigating.
So already know we're-
Investigates. It's not something that would be on your character sheet or anything like that. Because it's not a skill action. It's a exploration action that is just. It's like I said. There's not actual exploration actions. You tell me what you're doing, and I will tell you what you're doing. Because I have exploration stuff that you're doing.
Then I pray to the one, not the one, but to the god above, Iomeda, that these poor travelers' souls find solace.
Okay.
One tomato.
So.
I'm gonna see if I can repair the card.
All right.
This
Give
guy's gonna
me
be like, yeah, I've seen this before.
give
That
me
fucked.
a crafting check.
Oh. What?
Blind roll, don't forget. Well, actually, I don't know if that was.
You're pretty
It was.
sure that you could repair the cart. Like I said, it's not nearly as damaged as it looks like on the map here. Like I said, there was very clearly it had the axle had been cut through. You think if you could just source a new axle from the trees and nearby trees and shave it down, it wouldn't exactly be the greatest ride, but you could at least get it back to town.
Hey,
Alright,
Big
well-
Colin.
Yeah, who's someone with muscles?
Can me and the cat sniff these bodies for the scent of our foes?
Sure.
Because we both have scent stuff.
You can roll a perception check.
A perception check. Oh Jesus! How do I do perception checks? I feel dumb.
See the top
Yep.
bar
Jeez.
skills,
Mm-hmm.
and then it wouldn't be a
Mhm.
skill. It's a
It's not a skill
It's
yet.
under
It's actually
it's an attributes. That's right.
Wait, what?
You go to see your top bar.
Uh-huh.
Go to attributes, and
Yeah,
then
perception is under
perception.
attributes. And you want regular perception, not the initiative.
Sorry about
So.
So click on your character. Click on your
Uh-huh.
character token. Just.
I feel really dumb.
And
Yes,
go ahead
it's-
and
so
top
click
left-
on-
You figured it out pretty quick.
click on your character token.
Yep.
Go up to the bar at the
With
top
the-
left.
left.
Go to
You have
attributes.
strikes, actions, inventory features.
Mhm.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Over to
Go
attributes.
over to attributes, and then select perception.
Do I not have an attributes tab? Is that the issue?
Share your
Uh,
screen.
Because I have actions, inventory,
screen.
spellcasting, proficiencies, etc.
Share your screen.
So if you're looking at your character sheet, it's below your big AC button or your big blue AC thing.
Share your screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you might be. Yeah, you might be looking at your character sheet, not the little toolbar in the top left.
You mean this thing?
But yeah, just so you know,
That
for
would-
stuff like this,
That would be a
you
secret
have to tell it
check.
to do a blind roll.
Yep.
So that way, Colin can see what it is, but no, not even you can. That way, you don't get
Okay.
the thing where, like, oh well, I rolled a 1, so someone else is going to do it as well.
No,
Yep.
it's more like I rolled a 16 and we didn't gather anything important, so this must be a really hard check. This is something really difficult.
All right. But yeah, you have Drugami put your her sort of nose down and start sniffing. At this point, the bodies are sort of ripe. They've been sitting out in the hot sort of sun for days at this point. they mostly stink of death and decay, but Drugami can smell just the faintest hint of something, and she sort of is able to paw at the ground. You know that they definitely were around the area and around this clearing, but it doesn't look like they left the clearing at all. It looks like you can only sense it around the clearing and sort of heading back into the canyon. So they didn't leave the canyon.
I just want the cat to stay alert in case I don't see it. As soon as she catches a whiff of that scent, should warn me. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, you guys go ahead, keep on looking what you're looking for. Me and Jake, you'll keep an eye on the sky.
Eye on the sky.
All right.
I would like to put eyes on this dagger.
It's already been picked
It's
up.
already been
It's
picked
no
up.
longer there.
It's no longer
I
there.
missed that. Oh, okay. This is the day after. Right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You should apologize.
All right. You're keeping your eyes on the skies. You're saying? Let's say you're
I'm gonna scout up with Jake.
There you go. You're scouting.
Yeah, so he'll be, we'll have him flying up above, just
So yep.
making sure nothing happens.
You'll have plus everyone will get +1 to initiative rolls. What did you say Sela was doing?
Well, I guess I'm going to just secure the area.
All right. So you're being defensive. We're gonna say you have defend.
I'd have my short bow drawn then.
Okay. The way that defend works is at the start of, if combat breaks out, you already start as if your shield was raised.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, Colin, what time of day is it?
It is roughly mid-afternoon, early afternoon.
So pretty well lit.
Pretty well lit.
I realize I chose to play the witch, and I have no idea how spellcasting works in this.
I mean, you cast a spell. That's how it works. All right. But are you doing anything in particular, Freya, or Nick Korakai? That's a name.
I'm gonna just look out over this cliff edge into the water area and make sure there's nothing over there in particular.
All right.
Has anybody cast detect magic yet? If not, I can do so.
I don't believe so.
I do not have that.
I already did something. So
Yeah,
Okay.
this is kind of what everybody's doing in the moment. Like I said, a lot of time, whenever I'll describe a scene, and the exploration is kind of like focusing in on stuff like the cart or the bodies or being prepared, like sort of keeping an eye out and things like that as you continue onwards.
Sure. So I cast detect magic.
All right, you
I doubt it.
do not sense any magic.
Okay.
That being said, you can constantly be detecting magic as you sort of walk along, essentially.
Oh Christ! It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Holy shit.
You can always be detecting magic as you move along, essentially.
That's insane.
Yeah,
It-
pretty cool looking.
That's insane.
It's built that
It's
way.
literally-
Right now, okay,
literally
just
a game
cantrip
changer.
every time I take a step.
it's literally a game changer.
But it's built that way for a reason. To make
Oh,
it
is
an
my
exploration.
cat big enough to ride on?
No. Or, yeah, I forget. Oh, it doesn't have the mount trait.
Okay, never mind.
Oh.
No, my shenanigans.
I flavored
yeah.
it like that when I played her, though.
It doesn't, you can ride along, but it doesn't have the mount trait, so it doesn't work like a mount, basically.
That's okay.
You continue onwards. You look, there's not a lot to see here, you know? You've already been over it once. You inspected the bodies. You found mostly what was around before. You know the cart, Scalzi, you know the cart can be sort of fixed. You know it's gonna take a little bit of work. However, probably have to chop down one of these nearby trees and roughly fashion, shave it down some, fashion a very rough new axle, reattach the wheels, and sort of trundle it along out of the canyon itself. It will definitely require multiple people pulling it, or some sort of draft animal to be sure. All right, I want Nick. I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Make
will it
sure
ask me
you
for
click blind.
Kevin?
What'd you say?
Is it gonna ask me for the
yeah.
blind roll?
Yeah, it should.
It'll have a drop down menu before on Foundry.
Roll mode, blind GM roll.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
You are sort of keep your eyes peeled out, and you can see that they are indeed the faint impressions of, you know, the previous previous couple days excursions, where the, you know, Skazla and his other party went. Most of them have been blown sort of away by the desert winds, the sand having mostly been leveled out. You only see the faint impressions, but you do see, at sort of in and around this area and at the base of the cliff, much more recent footprints. They look like they've probably been here within the last couple hours.
So not
Perhaps
the
even
previous
less.
party.
It was not the previous party for sure.
Can I get Daji to use scent on that?
Yes.
I don't know how this works. Sorry, but he has scent listed as one of his things.
I also have scent.
You can have it. You can have it try to sniff it, but that won't necessarily identify it.
Got it. Okay.
If you want to, you can get down and try to identify it. That will be a survival check or an arcana check.
Hang on, I don't remember.
And it is at the base of the cliff, so it would be climbing down as well.
Okay. I'm not a barbarian chick anymore. And it's athletics to climb down?
It will be an athletics check to climb down.
Can I like assist on that?
You can attempt to aid. How would you like to aid her?
I would appreciate assistance.
Like give them a hand and just like hold her hand while she like starts to lower herself down.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Me or Nick?
Or he's helping you, so he goes first.
And is that a private roll as well?
You don't have to make that one private because you'll either know you help or not.
You can just default to making everything private. I think that's what we wound up doing.
All right. You are able to give her aid. Minor aid. That was not a critical success, but it was a success. So you have a +1 to your next roll.
Now I just gotta remember how to like actually roll.
And I'll also say, because he's helping you and has successfully helped you, it's as if you were using a rope. So it's only going to be a DC 10. All right. You skitter down and you tumble down the last 5 feet as you catch yourself about 5 feet from the top. Give me another athletics check, Freya. You failed that one, but you didn't critically fail it.
I'm sorry, what am I rolling?
Give me another athletics check. You failed, but you didn't critically fail. So you didn't just tumble straight off the edge.
You little lady, gotta watch
All right.
that button.
You did manage to, however, you do manage to climb down this time. your first one was a fail. Technically, you probably would have fallen, but there's no need to get crazy
Sure.
this early on with simple stuff. But you climb down. You make it to the bottom.
I want to go next.
No.
All right. That'll be like I said, it's just an athletics check to climb down it. This is where it's like, here's how checks work. All right. You with sort of Korkai up at the top helping people down. You manage to skitter down as well.
Easy. If your survival check does not yield anything, actually no, I'll assist because I got a fat survival check.
Do I have to roll for the familiar, or can I just carry them down?
They can like ride on you. They're tiny creatures.
I can assist or do the survival check. That's what I'll say. I'm pretty good at it.
Make sure to hold that rope nice and tight.
It's not a rope. I'm literally just using my hand.
He's
He's
helping
hand over
people
hand.
down. Yeah.
He's disemboweled himself, and we're
Oh,
using
whoops.
his intestines.
Don't look at my bird testicles when I'm laying prone.
No.
Yeah, he is.
My reaction to that
There
information.
it is. Blind GM roll. There we go.
You are able to pretty easy. It's rough, but with the help of Korkai at the top, sort of taking you by the hand and helping you down, you're able to once again skitter down. Like I said, because he's basically acting as the rope.
Catch me. Geronimo.
All right, Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Who was trying to catch you?
Oh, someone's trying to catch him?
Me? No. I
I-
weigh
well,
like
I-
10
I-
pounds.
No,
I
he-
said,
he
did you say-
declared catch me, and I think
Yeah,
he jumped
and then he
off.
jumped. Well, guess what? Nobody's there to catch you as you just slam straight onto the ground.
Oof.
You take 6 points of damage and land prone right on your ass. You just, you say, "Catch me!" and you throw yourself down and just land on the ground.
Daji probably licks his face.
I think you should think before you leap, don't you?
You black out for like 5 seconds and then you wake up to a 9-tailed fox licking your face.
How does...
Smells like fucking cat food.
Could I have done something to help soften his fall, Colin?
He critically failed. So
Ah.
You could have fucking caught me.
Never mind. Oh man, I should just look down at him and go, "I'm walking here!"
Jesus.
you could have tried to like catch him, but then it would have just done damage to both of you. But it would
Yeah,
have
I'm good.
it would have spread it across the two of you instead of having it all go to him.
I mean, if he wants to be an idiot, he can be an idiot.
But yeah,
That's
he critically failed that check. All right, last two at the top.
Yep. I'll do an athletics. Come on down.
Meow.
Private. That is not private.
Well, it's a
Hold
good
on.
thing. It's a good thing it's not private.
Blind, not private. There we go.
All right. You manage to, like I said, you take Korkai's hand and sort of lean over the edge and pretty deftly make your way down to the bottom as well, leaving only Korkai up at the top.
Flip. So Colin, here. Can I use the cantrip Tanglefoot? I know it's not exactly... Okay, so it says it's sticky sap, but it's vines. Can I use the vines from that to like act as a rope?
Theoretically,
Or is
you know,
that-
you could also use a rope that you have in your backpack to act as a
Do
rope.
I have a rope?
Everybody gets rope.
Everybody's got rope.
Well, shit.
Everybody's thrown rope.
Everybody starts with rope.
Do I? That's crazy.
Everybody starts
This
with
game's
rope,
nutty.
rations, torches. Everybody'll. But you can always consider that you've got like basic stuff.
Didn't say I had ropes.
By the way, is that grappling hook from the other day actually still hooked up onto the cliff there?
I was gonna ask that. I forgot.
Interestingly enough, no, it's not.
Oh my god, I wonder what could have happened.
Oh, maybe they took it after they left the valley, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all that's left is Korkai. Give me your athletics check to get down. Unless anybody
I
wants
did.
to help him. Okay, what was it? 22. All right.
We can link our arms together like Marines.
But you can use. So that's just like that's how skill checks work. You can. You can do things like attach rope to make them easier, or you can use the aid action. The aid action can be kind of anything that you think of. Like, you could have been like, you could have rolled like a perception to like, here's the good handholds, or maybe like a survival check. Like, here's a good path to get down. But that's sort of how aid works, and aid just gives a +1 bonus to their roll down, or a +2 if you critically succeed, or a -1 if you critically fail, or you can just yeet yourself off the cliff. All right, but you make your way down. You may a little bit annoyingly, Skazzle kind of fell on some of the tracks, but there's enough here that you're able to you don't need the ones he landed on and fucked up. Go ahead and you're inspecting the tracks. Give me a survival or an arcana check.
Anybody?
Anybody? Everybody?
It's only one person can do it. It can't be everybody does it.
I don't mind.
I'm trained in survival.
Not everybody's special.
I can do Arcana and +7. Oh, you know that's metagaming. I can do Arcana.
I can do the survival aspect.
I feel like it would be better for others.
Okay.
So if it's all right by you, I'm gonna send Jake to keep on scouting up here.
So I'll do this one.
Don't let me do either of them.
Maybe
All
I'll
right.
follow in Cody's footsteps and do terrible survival checks as a druid.
Hey, there you go.
You are able to see as the two of you sort of eye over the tracks and sort of confer with each other. You are able to point out that these are definitely not the Misfits tracks. They're a little bit too big. You're pretty sure that the Misfit had goblin-like feet, and he wore very simple, like, soft leather boots or shoes of some kind. These are bare feet, and they have, like, 3 toes that end in claws.
That's kind of hot.
You sort of look at them, what's the fucking Faya? You recognize scaly sort of patterns, kobold tracks.
My God.
I want Jake to give me a perception check.
I can't handle Jake.
Jake from State Farm?
Jake!
He's just a child.
Can he die yet?
All right,
His contract's up.
From up on the roost there, you hear a faint "Caw! Caw!"
I cast Eldritch Blast.
Everybody get to this.
All right, and
You
we
see
are
something.
going to immediately go into initiative
Oh no!
because the way it works is once there has been sort of an identified thing, it goes straight into initiative. That doesn't mean they've seen you. It just means that you're aware that they're there. Since there's not surprise rounds, you can't really, like, do that.
Colin, I have a question
Yeah,
before we start.
yeah.
So I have Cackle, which can continue the sustain of a spell, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any spell I have that has a duration can be sustained. Is that correct? Because it says
Yeah, you have to sustain it, right?
so some of them say duration is sustained.
Yeah.
Some of them
It
say
has to be
duration and then a time limit.
I think if it says duration sustained, you have to do it. But
Interesting.
Cackle only works on one. So if you have 2 sustains up, it'll only work on one. It's not sustaining all your spells.
Got it. Okay.
Does my cat go on the same initiative or separate?
It goes same initiative. The way that animal companions work is you spend one of your actions to give them 2.
And are the initiative rolls public?
Yeah. I mean, you'll see them on the initiative counter. So
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Just to make sure, so I got a free action 10 paces.
Yes.
Trigger, you roll initiative. So I activate 10 paces. That gives me the +2 to the initiative.
Yep. All right, and they are gonna.
I can interact to draw. So that's just a free thing. I automatically already draw one of my pistols.
Yep.
Okay. So one's unsheathed.
I'm rolling my initiative, but I'll be right back.
All right. Currently, it looks like you can see as Jake is sort of cawing. You sort of peer around past there was a barricade there. It was sort of set to the side. You can hear what sounds like quiet draconic chirping and see a couple of kobolds sort of milling about, looking around, looking sort of towards the massive hole in the wall. But it doesn't look like they've noticed you yet.
Corby, do some muzzle flash.
So I'm just going to go ahead. I will draw my second pistol. Gonna stride just right over here. Trying to keep close to the wall there. Covered as much as I can and just peer around the corner.
You're gonna pee around the corner.
Okay.
I don't think I want to really do anything. Should we attack these guys already, or what do you guys think? I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay.
All right. It goes up to the kobolds. They are going to. They're sort of looking around, keeping an eye on things. They are going to roll perception rolls against. Let's see. It's a 30. It looks like they're looking around. They're gonna make perception rolls against Sela's stealth DC.
Oh.
Even though you're not trying to be stealth, that's just sort of how it works. Is if they're looking around.
Is a +4.
All right, so it's against the 14, basically.
Sorry about the spam. I just, for some reason, when I told it to draw my other pistol, I kept on sheathing the first one instead.
Ways of pain. All right. As they're looking around, they don't seem to notice you. So it goes to Sela.
Would it be a recall knowledge to just know if kobolds are?
If you want to learn something about kobolds, it's an Arcana check or a Society check.
I was gonna say, would that be a recall knowledge?
It'd be Recall Knowledge Society.
Recall knowledge is the action.
It's the action. Yep.
Society is the type.
Okay. So, how would I do a recall knowledge?
Just roll a Society. The Recall Knowledge is the action, but it's rolling Society.
Private, right? Blind?
Yep.
Blind. So basically, I just want to know if I see gobos, time's up, it's time to draw swords. That's basically what I'm doing here.
You mean kobolds, you turd?
Does he know
racist?
if there are any good kobolds?
Kobolds generally are pushovers. Not much of a threat at all, and there's not very many of them, so, you know, they can be reasoned with, but, you know, how effective that is unknown to you.
Okay. I'm guessing that was an action to do what I just did?
Yes, it is an action to do the knowledge.
Then I'm going to... I will step, or not step, but walk 25 feet here.
Yeah.
Is talking a free action?
Yep.
I will announce to them that
You
That-
speak kobold?
no, that they are in our path, and if they do not wish to mean us harm, then we will mean them no harm.
Almost immediately, kobolds turn with a look of terror. The three of them brandishing spears at you, and the fourth one up top, also, I guess the fourth one also brandishes a spear. They turn towards you and do not seem to understand a word you're saying, but they look ready to fight. Also, I want you to make a perception check for me.
Cody has
Secret.
become the one thing minorities fear: an HOA representative.
Blind?
Blind, yep.
Doesn't
Secret
everybody hate
roll.
the HOA?
Okay.
But fear, not hate.
They do look ready. They look ready to rock and roll, though.
All right, then with my last action, I will fire a with my shotgun. With my short bow, I'm going to shoot at this one over here.
Shotgun.
Grand medieval shotgun.
And again, blind, yes, or public.
That's public, yeah. The attack roll's
Okay.
public.
That's right. And I miss greatly.
Oh, that's cool.
Unfortunately, fire shot off, and he's able to duck past it, screaming like ah terror.
That's my turn.
All right. It is going to go to the Trapmaster. You can see.
Cody's turn.
The Trapmaster sort of is going to sort of nervously bends down at the ground and sort of begins scratching the dirt nervously with its spear. But that's all it does. Goes to
Gotcha.
Korakai.
He's trying to figure out how he's gonna caw.
Give the old caw.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go.
I was gonna say get him Bugman, but I forgot he's not a Bugman.
He's not a bug man anymore.
He's Harvey Birdman.
Attorney at law.
Show's great.
So I think I said it's at a 25 feet movement, so I'll go to there. What is the range on the spells? Not very far. I will
Guess I'll die.
yeah, guess I'll die then.
And these
I'm going
these
to-
barricades are kind of like not there. They're pushed to the side, basically.
Okay. I'm going to cast guidance on Connor.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Get guided.
And so when I take a second move action, do I move an additional 25 feet, or
Yep.
is 25 feet total?
No, another 25 feet.
Okay.
Man.
Wow.
Wow.
I will get to, and that's my 3, right? So that is it for me.
Cool.
All right.
Why be
It
so glowy?
will go to Lini because they got guidance.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You have a
cat.
30-foot move?
The cat has 35
Oh my
feet.
god. That's a lot of feet.
So the cat,
I'm gonna.
cat's gonna wait there.
Just do. I'm gonna get a beer, so just. Yeah.
No.
Wait, does the cat have its own actions?
No.
Well, no, you
give it
use
actions. You use one of your actions to give it 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you command the cat.
I think
for
what
action,
Tommy.
and
I
then
think what
the-
Tommy meant is what can it
no.
do?
It can move, it can attack, but it doesn't do it on its own. You have to give it use one of your actions to give it 2 actions, which it can use to move and attack, or move, or
Okay, so
that sort of thing.
see. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. But it's you use the command action, and then it gives it 2 actions that it can use to move, attack, move, attack, that sort of thing.
Oh, they did the crab music video.
Yeah, and it costs 2 actions for me to cast a spell.
And it costs 2 actions for you to cast a spell, unless it's a spell that only has
So in other
1
words,
action.
If I command him and I lose an action, I won't be able to move and cast a spell. Okay.
Not unless you've got a spell that you're only using 1 action on.
Gotcha. Okay, understood.
That's not Gracie.
It'd be Gracie.
I just want to see if I'm even going to be in range to cast a spell. Probably not. No. Okay. Cool. Understood. Okay, then I guess I will command 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's important to remember, this has double diagonals every other, so...
Yeah. So.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, see how this is 10 feet,
Uh-huh.
but then this is 30 feet. There's
So,
1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
I mean, yeah.
4, 5, 6.
5, 15,
Yeah.
5, 15, 5, 15.
Yeah.
It's got double diagonals, basically.
Yeah, every other diagonal step.
If
Is that
he uses-
specifically for Pathfinder, or is that just like a general?
It's for Pathfinder. It is actually a variant rule of 5e, and it was the official rule for D&D up till like 3rd edition. So
if he
it actually
uses both of-
it basically means that things are circles, like area of effects are circles instead of squares.
So it can use 2 of its.
That's
Actions.
30 feet up in the air.
Okay. Yeah, so if it uses both its actions, it should be able to make it, right? Maybe?
It'll have to climb the wall. It would not climb. It doesn't climb at full speed unless it has a climb speed.
Ah, shit, Colin. Okay, that's fine.
Also, I think we need like an athletics check or something.
Yeah, okay,
We tried it last time. It did not
Okay.
end
Yeah, it's like 40 feet.
15, 20, 25. Alright. Now that I know what I'm doing, I'm just moving in a position. I can't cast anything because all the movements and the commands and stuff, but we'll just move closer. I got it now.
Okay. It goes to Faya.
Okay, so I apologize because I haven't played a caster other than Ito for a long time, and the sustaining thing is weird.
It's just you spend an action to sustain a spell that needs to be sustained.
No, I get that. I'm trying to figure out like which effect do I want to sustain. And I was 30 feet. I am here. Oh man, I can barely get up there. I can't remember. The barricade is ignored. It's not there.
It's not there. You pushed it to the side last time, but I just didn't change the map.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to here.
Give me a perception check.
Does that count as an action?
Nope.
No. It's not. It's an attribute, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is that where you? That's where you rushed to?
Yeah, I ran 50 feet to get there. And then what is the effect I have?
I need you to make a reflex saving throw. There was a trap on the ground that you did not see.
All right.
I am momentarily back, at least. I might have to get back up.
All right. Oh wait.
Everyone's reactions to this information.
It's that one. All right. As you rush across it, you go over a spike trap that was laid by the trap master, and you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
Could you make it where we can see other people's health bars?
If you hover over, it'll. Oh, hers probably won't because hers is a new token.
Yeah, I can't see hers or his.
Yeah, like I said, the new
I
tokens.
can see his.
That's because I've made those last time. These I made like today, so I have to change the token up. Or you can. If you double right click on yourself and go to resources, it might make it so you can change it.
I'm getting nothing off double right.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
I guess it's only a
for us.
DM. But like I said, you don't worry, I took care of it. All right,
Okay.
you go.
Thank you, Colin. Love you.
All right. So that was my 2 actions for the double movement, so I can get over there, and then I am going to cast, I guess, Evil Eye.
Okay.
Is it one action?
Yes. Oh no, I
Okay.
can't. Yeah.
I say I only have 2 action spells. That's why I was asking because I had the same issue.
Never mind. Evil Eye is only a range of 30 feet, so I can't do that.
Oh yeah.
Things are a lot closer in.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna run in and kick your ass, dude.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna cast Shield on myself.
Okay.
To last until the start of my next turn.
Isn't that a reaction? Is that like a 5e where it's a reaction spell, or is it a?
What appear to be? Reactions
not-
are weird in this because they don't officially exist, right?
No, they exist. There's
Or-
reactions.
Or yeah.
Why wouldn't they exist? Reactions exist.
I didn't.
It's the exact same thing. You get 1 reaction per turn unless you've got some feat or something that lets you take. There's some feats that let you do things that are normally reactions that you can do kind of as a free action whenever they trigger off. At least 1 time per turn you can do it.
I see. Yeah, I haven't encountered any yet. So okay.
All right, you're
that's-
shielded. You are still guidanced as well.
Actually, wouldn't my guidance
say-
have been added to my saving throw?
You have guidance on you, so technically it would have been added on for free if it was, because you've got the spell effect on you.
Okay, so do I just hit the trash can? Since
No, it did. I don't. Give me a second. Let me look it up, because I don't know what guidance does exactly.
it won't let me.
Yeah, if you use the bonus, the spell ends.
Let me see. Who cast guidance?
I did.
Okay.
There you go.
It is an attack roll, perception check, saving throw. Did it automatically?
I don't think so, but I can't see the roll.
Should have, but it might not have, because I'm not seeing the +1 from guidance. What's the point of having spell effect guidance if it doesn't automatically fucking do it?
It's maybe it prompted me and I just didn't notice. I can try rolling again.
No, I just think it didn't take it in.
You have to choose when to use it.
Oh wait, hang on. Colin, look at Discord.
Oh, it only lasts till the start of his next turn. So, yeah, if you don't use it now, it's just gone anyway.
So I guess it did use it because it's crossed out.
Oh, you have to you have to click it on.
Okay.
You have to hit on.
Okay. Well, would that have +1 have saved me any damage?
Yeah, would have stopped it.
Oh, then I would happily take my health back.
All right.
Guidance off.
Normally I would say that's too bad, but since we're learning,
We're learning.
Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Who knew a +1 could help so much?
Feya's a clumsy bitch. What are
looks
the
like-
hero points? What is that?
That lets you re-roll a roll, and you take whatever you rolled.
Does everybody have one?
Everybody
that
starts off with 1.
Okay.
Everybody gets 1.
Yep. Alright. It goes to Skazzle.
Scazzle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give him the scazzle, razzle, dazzle, fazzle.
I literally
Bombs
unmuted
off an
to
ass
make
over
pretty
here.
much the same joke, Cody, and you like
Thanks.
beat me to it by a second.
That's what you get.
Ugh.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna heal with. Okay, hang on. Oh, that was an inventory. Never mind. What the hell? I don't have any of my potions. Okay.
I guess we needed to refresh those.
Well, fuck. I'll leave that up to your call, Colin.
So, did you do your daily
'Cause we did-
crafting?
yeah, we didn't do it in town.
Oh, just hit your
Nope.
just do your daily crafting. Hit your daily. Yeah, just quickly do your daily crafting. Because you would have had it whenever you left.
Okay, I got it. Yay, okay. That's my second action. And I guess I'll, how far out can I see? Like, if I wanted to spot for traps that anybody else wanted to run
You
into?
can roll a perception check. You can kind of see out into here.
Okay. I'll, my perception is shit, but I'll try it.
All right. You don't see anything.
It might be good. I don't know if there's more traps or not, but we can try.
All right. If that's
And
it,
that's my turn.
it goes to Corby, Muzzleflash, and slash Jake.
Alright. Guess we're going on. Tell me, I'm assuming that is not a spot I can stand, right? It's
It is not. That's a little bit too much taken over.
only 25.
Give me a perception check. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that's
I can
fine.
re-
Nah, it's fine. You see, there is a trap here, 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 and then there was one that Feya triggered.
Holy shit.
Well, luckily I don't need to step over this line anyway.
And there's one up here.
Oh, cool. It already does the range penalty. Oh!
Alright.
Ooh, the critical hit!
The critical
The
hit.
critical hit!
They don't have a lot of health, so mostly unnecessary, but good for morale,
Ow.
as that is
You
enough.
He's
imagine-
fucking dead.
Can you imagine?
His head
the-
just fucking explodes like a goddamn cantaloupe.
Can you imagine the fucking video of a gnome firing a fucking Obrez? A double-barreled Obrez, no less.
Alright, 1 down, 3 to go.
Can't win them all.
Damn.
No. Still, not too badly.
Unfortunately, with the move, that's all I can do.
Alright. It'll go to the Kobold warriors.
Well, Corby's also just gonna look down at his pistols. You get extra gunpowder tonight. Shame.
It's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. He is going to throw a spear, his spear at Bea.
I heard my name.
He's throwing a spear at you.
Bring it. But not too hard, I'm fragile.
Well, they're not super, like, strong, so. Alright, a miss. This one's going to, and it was good, that's it.
Why is my AC increased?
You have shield.
Oh, his shield, okay.
And then he is going to draw another spear. This one is going to move. That is not the right thing. Five, 10. He is going to throw a spear at Corby. That's a 22 versus armor class against Corby. For 3 points, 3 whole points of piercing damage. And then he will draw a spear.
Level 1. Level 1.
Actually,
Those basic
Pathfinder.
fights.
Yeah, basic Pathfinder is terrifying.
Just because I blew up your friend is no reason to
fragile.
shoot spears at me.
As it goes to Sela.
That's honestly the perfect reason.
Pretty sure the Colonial English had those same opinions.
Sucks for them. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stand right here. I'm guessing sheathing and drawing is one action. Yeah.
Interacting, yeah, is an action, so you'd have to draw a weapon as an action, yeah.
But like to throw away, but to put away my other weapon also.
Technically, I think sheathing is also an action, but I'm fine with it. You just doing it.
Okay, then I will sheath and draw, and I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Five, 10, 15. 25. We'll move. Five. 10. Oh, you can see the range. This one will, the Trap Master is gonna throw his spear at you, Sela.
Okay. I have an 19 AC right now.
Yep.
Oof. Barely hits.
It sort of arches into the air for 4 points of damage.
Okay. I'm going to I forgot how that works with
You have shield block. So, you use your action and you just sort of raise your shield, lifting it up to cover you, and I think the toughness of your shield is, or hardness of your shield is 5, so it completely absorbs the damage.
Now, how does that work? Like, is it?
So whenever he uses reaction,
Passive 5, is it? Does he take damage?
whenever he uses a reaction, he lifts his
Oh, I'll do
shield,
that.
and you subtract the hardness or the damage from the shield's hardness. If it completely absorbs the damage, there's no damage done at all. If it goes over, the excess damage is dealt to the shield and the person. So if they had rolled a 6, the shield would have taken 1 damage, and Sela would have taken 1 damage.
And is the HP of the shield the hardness as well?
No.
No, the hardness is the hardness. The HP is how much HP it has.
Okay.
Because shields can break.
Shields
Yeah,
can
yeah,
break. All right.
But yeah, I think that's worth doing a shield block for.
All right. And it
Throw my
will
shield up in the air.
draw its second spear as well, as it goes to Korakai.
The fighting Korakai. No. Cody, I need you to bully my wife into watching Rings of Power.
Why is she not watching it?
No, because she's tired and she has a sinus infection and doesn't want to watch it today.
Oh, tell her too bad. You need to watch it.
Watch a good show, like Cheers.
Great British Bake Off.
Great British Bake Off works too.
Power of the rings will cure the sinus infection.
Korakai. Do something cool.
Nick's taking
I
a
forgot
nap.
that's my name. I was like, yeah.
Who the fuck is Korakai?
Nick's just sitting there vibing. I wonder whose turn it is.
Alright, well, I will move to there, I guess. And then bring out my spells again. Arc of Lightning. It's 1 or 2 creatures. Now, Colin, when it says targets 1 or 2 creatures for electric arc, does that mean they have to be within the range in general, or do they have to be within a range of each other?
It's got to be within range of each other.
And does it specify that range, or is it just another 30 feet again?
It's 30 feet.
Okay. I'm going to cast that. And I'm going to cast it at this dude and
Alright.
this one.
Okay, if you hit Shift T, you can target both of them. But yeah.
Shift T.
Yeah, I like it because it does the animation. It looks neat.
Okay. And then, so they make a DC 17
Yeah.
save.
But yeah, it goes to that one got a 17. This one got an 11. So yeah.
So, and then I can just hit damage and it'll do the thing automatically.
Yep.
Six points of damage. Boy, that fucking animation took a really long time to go.
All right.
It's very
It's
dramatic.
so cool though.
It was pretty
It was
neat.
so cool.
And
Uh,
that means I have the curse now, right?
Yep. You take the minor curse, which, like I said, it's a very, very minor situational type of thing. So
Yeah.
You just have to return the slab, Nick, and the curse will go away.
No, I returned no slabs.
Nah.
All right.
Fool.
it will go to Leany.
Oh my god.
Alla cool, more like Alla fool.
I command the cats. 10, 15, 35. That's all his movement. And I gave him 2 actions as a command, and now he's gonna do something. He's gonna do one of these things. What does more damage though? Let's see, 1d6, 1d4. He gonna bite him.
So Leanie's thing is different than mine, right? I have a
Yes,
familiar.
your familiar. Your familiar
Target.
is just you have a
Jaws.
familiar. He has a companion.
Can
They
I,
do
like,
have the same
like,
rules
play
that you can command it using a action to give it 2 actions, but it's basically not worth attacking with it.
22 to hit.
Can I use it as a spell point?
Oh,
It
Can I cast spells from it?
it would have to have the ability for you to do that.
hey Colin, I rolled damage. I forgot it was private, so I don't know how much damage it did, but it hit with a 22.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Let's go.
Or big
Okay.
points of damage.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Wait. That means I have no actions left if I do that. Or I have an action, but I don't have a spell I can cast. Shit! Let me figure out what I'm doing here.
You better pull out that sling and start throwing rocks.
Yeah, what's the range on the sling, though?
It is. I'd have to look it up.
Look in the inventory at the sling, and it'll give you a range.
69,
Okay.
420.
It's range
Hey.
increment
God
50
damn.
50 feet range increment.
So basically, every 50 feet, you take a
Hey.
-2 penalty.
Look at that. It's exactly 50 feet. So do I have to move closer? Or am I good with no penalty from there?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
Or yeah,
It'll automatically calculate it when you go.
Oh! Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's
I forgot that this
that's
is
why
more
if you drag with the measurement stick and then press spacebar while you're holding the drag, you'll just move. That's what I've been using.
Okay.
Weenie, you suck.
does not
Uh,
manage to hit.
But I get two actions, right? Because I didn't move, so I can shoot again.
Yeah,
Cool.
you got multi-attack penalty too. So.
Okay, I get it.
Oh wait, does a sling take an action to reload? I don't know if it takes an action to reload.
Does it
or
say
not.
reload?
I'm trying to look at it real fast.
Does it say a reload? Does it say a reload?
Repulsive attack. Sling. Simple weapon. It just says.
Hold on.
Okay.
Sling has reload 1.
Okay, so I have to use an action.
Wow.
You have to
reload
use
it.
an action to reload. Yep.
Oh, boy. Okay, 5, 10, 15. I will not reload as of right now, and I'll just get a little bit closer to cast spells, I guess. Yeah, that'll work.
All right. It will go to Bea.
I am going to cast a spell targeting that boy guy.
Yep.
Man thing.
Yeah, big trap master, I think is what he's been referred to as.
Yep.
I am going to cast telekinetic projectile,
Okay.
and I
There's
am
not a
going.
very
Send-
nice way
send a
to
rock
talk
at him.
Cody.
Yes. I am going to I'll pick up a rock or whatever, and I'll fucking it at him. So it's a spell attack roll. So is that under attacks?
I mean, if you hit cast, it'll just.
Oh yeah, it'll prompt me. Okay, I'm sorry. It won't let me cast it.
I mean, you see how it. Well,
Oh,
one.
oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I was expecting the pop up in the middle of the screen. And so just click attack and then damage.
Yeah.
Wait, I can do this multiple times? What?
Uh, You can do it once, technically. But if you did something else that had the attack roll, like if you used a sling
because
and
of the
then
spell
you...
attack, I then swing a club.
Yeah.
I'll do not 5. Okay. So I missed. So that sucks. Can I then cast Evil Eye on him?
If you've got the action, yeah, you should be able
It's
to.
one action.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna sit down and pout.
That's not... why would you roll the will
Oh.
save? It makes the will save.
I didn't tell it to do that.
Connor will save himself.
What? I didn't do that.
Alright.
I just hit cast. Okay.
So it fails. It is
Yeah, I did.
frightened one.
Whoa!
Whoa!
It's afraid because it knows what happens when I actually hit with that spell.
My
Nothing. Nothing happens.
Alright. So it
So
has...
is it afraid until it takes damage or something?
it is it goes down at the end of its turn. It goes down by 1 at the end of its turn.
Yep, but I can cackle to sustain it.
Uh...
It won't. The timeline won't work out. But
yeah.
that's still a strange effect. I still need to figure out how to make use of that.
Well, if you cackled, does cackle take an action, right?
Yes.
So you would cast the spell and then cackle afterwards.
Cackle is a free action. It takes, but it's a focus spell, so it takes a spell point.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
All right.
Well, but Evil Eye is my hex, so isn't it free?
No, it still takes it's a free action, but it still takes a focus point to do it.
Okay. Sorry, new character concept to this.
All right. It'll be Skazzle.
Razzle scazzle.
Yeah. Okay, so Skazzle has a question.
Yeah.
If I do splash damage, does that apply persistent effects, or is it just for the main target?
Are you talking about for Acid Flask or?
Or either or, Acid Flask or Alchemist Fire, because both have a persistent effect.
It is just the splash damage just does doesn't do the splash to the guys. It just does the 1 splash damage and spaz.
Okay, so but they don't get any of the passive damage effects.
No.
Okay, that makes sense. That'd be fucking busted otherwise, I guess. So.
It just does the splash damage.
I have a Skazzle question for Skazzle.
What Skazzle? What Skazzle?
Did Skazzle vote for Rudy Giuliani to be mayor of New York?
That question.
I believe the 5th.
I think that means yes, and I think we all know it.
I'm not gonna tell you who I voted for.
Hazel lives in the tunnels under New York City. He doesn't get to vote.
Oh, because he's too familiar with Rudy Giuliani.
No, it's
Yep.
actually because I'm a felon. I'm a convicted felon. That's kind of why I don't get to vote.
Fair.
Imagine being convicted.
Imagine being a felon.
Man,
Imagine
the bottles had my name on it. It was literally called Skazzle's Fire Bottle, you know. So like, speaking of,
The deep lore.
that's 1 move.
There you go. Yep. Alright. So he takes...
Did I take 3 damage?
No.
Oh, okay.
Minus 3, and then he's got 1 persistent fire damage. Alright. How big's the splash around him?
It's just one. I
Okay,
was
so yeah.
asking because I was trying to determine whether or not I was gonna hit one guy individually or if I was gonna aim for that middle spot right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so it just hits him. But he still got 1 fire damage on him. Ongoing fire damage, so.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try and disable that trap.
Okay. Give me a thievery roll. You're lucky not to set it off in your face, but you do not manage to disarm it.
Good thing. That's all I got.
Alright, it goes to Corby Muzzle Flash.
Okay, so just to make sure, so I get I have dual weapon reload, and I will use it.
Okay.
But does that only reload one?
That
gun?
only reloads 1 gun. It just means you don't have to have a free hand.
Okay.
Also, you have double. If you've got them both drawn, you've got double pistols. Each one's got 2 shots.
Oh, each one actually has 2 shots.
Yeah, they're double barreled.
They're double-barreled pistols.
Okay, then I should have. Well, doing that, then I have 1 shot in one, 2 in the other. So let's just go ahead. I crit again.
I'll say, you
Dang,
could.
man!
I would say you can do each individual shot, or you can fire both to increase the damage die. But you were already firing 1 shot, so yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
All right. Trapmaster's made of sterner stuff than the basic warriors, though, so he's still up.
Let's go ahead. Let's go another round. Ooh. Miss. Okay.
Oh, an unfortunate miss.
Yo, the aura for fear is awesome.
Well, that's all I got then. I got 1 bullet left in the chamber.
It is going
Barrel.
to go to Kobold Warriors. They're going to move to this one is going to try to make a spear attack at Fea. That is going to be a 19 versus armor class against Fea. I forgot to hit the T to target you.
15.
Alright. For 7 points of piercing damage.
Prefer not.
So
Okay.
just one, and then it will turn and it will make another spear attack at Drugami with its multi-attack penalty, obviously. Gonna miss.
Oh, baby.
For that one right there, can
Yeah.
I use my reaction to do a retributive strike?
Sure.
So he gains resistance to all damage against it. Oh, it's when they take damage. Oh, whoops. So, sorry. Never mind.
This one is gonna move here to flank you, Sela, and it is gonna attack. Not likely to hit, but it can try.
Mhm.
A miss. I'm gonna make it second attack. Nope. 2 misses. And it will go on to the next turn. Does it
Sela.
make it save? Fails its persistent. It fails its DC. So it's still on fire.
Okay.
Taking fire damage as it goes to you, Sela.
This one I'm going to strike at. 13 apparently misses. Because of course it does. Try to hit it again. With a crit
Hey,
for 10 damage.
did not have much. They don't have lots of damage, so.
And this one right here. Should I try to hit this one? Or should I just raise my shield? Fuck it. 16 to hit. That's a critical hit. Wow.
That's enough to finish that one off too.
Wow. Retreat while you still can. With your life. Brandishing my shield and sword and
I've
the
always
lion emblazoned on it.
always
Sure.
wanted to play a paladin.
All right. It is. Is that it for Sela?
Yep.
And it's gonna retreat while it still can as it takes off running.
Good.
It's gonna. Going to attempt to scamper up the walls as best as it can. Alright. It completely fails and instead continues running along the wall trying to climb up it.
Damn, 2 crits in a row.
It goes to Korakai. It looks like it's trying to just run away now.
I'm just gonna let it run away.
Okay. If everyone's just gonna say let it run away, it's just gonna run.
Let's do that.
I think I can catch it anyway.
Who's
Meow.
hurt?
All right. Eventually, it does. If everyone's fine, it just like sort of scampers up the wall. Eventually, looking over its shoulder with a shout of terror, and just takes off running.
I'll work on. Unless you'll just let us do it and run away, because we'll get it eventually disabling these traps.
Yeah. Well, technically, you have to roll because if you critically fail undoing them, it'll go off in your face, basically.
Okay.
Oh
Fine.
my god.
What am I rolling then?
It's a thievery.
Let me, if you're gonna do that, let me at least give you a hand.
Yeah, you can't. You can just like go around them and ignore them.
Yeah.
What the hell's this over here? What is that?
That's a familiar,
Hmm?
Cody. That's been there the entire game.
Oh, it was on his shoulder at first. I thought it was part of his token.
Nah.
All right.
He's standing on him. Colin, I still can't see any health bars.
No, we
by
don't
the
want
way.
these here when we make our escape later on.
No, Cody, as somebody that has healing,
Oh.
I think I think Corby's a little bit hurt, and then our goblin friend healed a little bit, but he just self-inflicted damage, so I think that's on him. Also,
I think I was supposed to take that 3 damage, so
I also can't really see.
yeah, I should be at 13.
I have medkit stuff and I have healing potions.
Um,
I mean, whoever
Yeah.
needs healing, I got potions, so
I can lay on hands and we can refocus.
That's fair.
So is it just Scrazzle and Corby that's hurt?
Well, the witch is a little bit hurt,
Oh, she's
but
the
she's
most hurt.
AFK.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah,
Then
the-
I would
He just grazed my shoulder a little. I'll be fine.
she's most hurt. I would use lay on hands on her, and she will restore
4 billion hit points.
6 HP.
Alright, I just just want to point out that it's rad that you can lay on hands undead.
Yeah, it hurts them.
That's really cool.
It goes from lay on hands to lay these hands.
Oh
On
Lord,
these
let me
legs.
lay these hands. Wha-bam.
Okay.
Be that one movie I think that Peter Jackson did for the I Kick Ass in the Name of the Lord.
What a name.
Let me Okay. You let the final kobold understandably sprint away. It's no longer really a threat. Screaming at the top of its lungs. Its traps are still there. It is a DC 15 to disarm them. Corby, when you try to disarm it, you don't make any progress. Like I said, but you have to roll them because technically you can critically fail them and they can explode in your face.
Does it only do damage in the radius? Like in its
It only
own
deals
square?
in its square, yep.
Well, shit. I just pick up some rocks and trigger the traps.
That's fine. These are super simple traps, so you
Okay.
can trigger them with like sticks and things like that. Like you can like grab a stick and it slam it on the ground and it spikes up.
There we go.
They're
I found
very
it.
very simple traps to trigger.
Easy peasy.
Some tracks are much. You can't just trigger like that, however.
See you later, nerds.
All right. You head back to a familiar sight. The opening in the wall, flanked by two statues. It is much as you left it last time. Only this time there's not a random misfit talking wildly in your ear as you try to figure out what's going on with the traps. It doesn't look like there's been any real movement here. Everything looks as you left it.
The are the statues still raised up? Like I know we put like some kind of weight or something or wedge underneath the
It does look like the
things last
wedges
time.
are still underneath the collapsible floor panel things. So it doesn't look like it's been
Good.
rearmed.
That's
Connor's
good.
back
That's
now. Hey,
What was that?
I was asking if you're back. I was gonna use lay on hands on you. You restored 6 health.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. I appreciate it.
God, Connor, I can't believe you're gonna leave your familiar all the way back here.
Oh my god.
It was on top of my token before.
You gotta bring him with you.
How do I? Because it was locked onto my token earlier. How do I fix that?
I mean, I dragged it
Oh,
onto your token.
you just put it on the same square as you, and then just
Yeah.
drag to grab both of them at the same time.
Or you can hit shift and click both of them. Or hold shift and click both.
There we go. Okay, thank you.
But like I said, it's much the same as it was when you left it. The traps are still disabled, still open. From where the rest of the part of Skazzle you made the retreat. It's how you left it. Nothing's changed.
Yay.
Alright. I'm gonna use some rope this time. See if we can find a rock or something that I can tie it off to, just to scale down this wall.
Yeah. That's yeah. You're able to find a small rocky area, sort of towards the edge of the wall here, that you're able to tie a rope off to, giving you a much easier descent, basically. That is a super easy athletics check. You easily
Oh my god.
climb down it.
It's time.
Come on, you slowpokes. Let's see what we got in there.
Did I die, Colin?
No, you just don't make any actual progress as you try to climb down. You
Ah.
sort of nervously get over the edge. You get about 5 feet down and stop looking down below you. Give me another athletics check.
This sucks.
Alright, you make it down.
Hey, Colin, can my cat smell the scent of evildoers nearby?
Give me a perception check.
I'm looking here. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind.
Alright. Oh yeah. You can see it sort of lifts its nose to the actual door and can smell. It sort of motions towards it. They're definitely inside. The air is thick with the scent of it.
My God. There's enemies everywhere.
That's where they came from. No
It's
doubt about it.
crazy. Did I get high enough to possibly have him figure out if there's, like, how many people are in there? Or close by? Or is that too much?
You just know multiple.
Gotcha. Was there anybody else coming?
Yeah, can I? Well, I was gonna ask, can I parkour my way down instead of using athletics?
That would still be athletics because you're climbing.
You fool!
Still
I
too
would like
high.
to help.
Fuck.
There's a rope, so it's an easy check. Well,
Yeah,
Use the-
for most people, if someone wants to aid you, they can.
Whoa.
Went down.
No mercy in this dojo. You
All right.
live or die by yourself.
Yeah, it seems. It seems like that's the case.
Alright, two of you managed to climb down, Gorkai quite a bit slowly, but, eventually you do get to the bottom. Skazzle, you do so much faster, it's pretty easy jump down for you with the help of the rope. Gracie, you've got butt cheeks.
Wow.
Ooh,
That's abnormal for a dog.
Caked up.
let's see. Thea, you clutch the rope, nervously trying to climb, and give me another athletics check.
I'm gonna play as Amiri in the future just so that I don't have to deal with shitty athletics.
Alright. You very slowly make your way down. Sort of awkwardly, but at the end you do manage to get down.
We did it.
Like doing a hand over
I'm,
hand. I'm okay. I'm okay.
I gotta bounce out, so I'll see y'all later. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Bye.
Everything okay?
He killed his wife.
I hope not.
Alright.
She knows more money than he does.
Alright, that's easy enough. Sela will remain at the top here, standing guard against kobolds coming back in.
Hell yeah,
No,
leave
we
the
don't
tank.
have a frontliner now.
We got him.
Alright,
We've got a cat.
that's true.
The cat's got 11 HP.
Alright, you make your... Let me get everybody lined up. Like I said, you double check, see that indeed the wedges are still in place, the traps are still disabled. You have no doubts about that. You will make your way into the actual ruins. Drag you inside.
Oh, of course, during this time, I would be reloading my pistols.
Yeah. All that is, standard. Alright. Tracy, stop. Into the ruins. Gracie, this is what fucking happens when you get under the damn floor, under the damn chair. Go lay on the bed.
My God. We're all gonna die.
Alright. you make your way inside and once again find yourself in the very room that you previously fought the Cinder Rat in. This sort of
Yeah, that thing was a
strange,
fucking bitch.
elemental altar of some sort. You're unsure, exactly what its point and purpose is, but it does have these orbs that emanate with this sort of elemental energy, sort of pulses with it.
I lit a torch.
You can do that.
Yep, I did use the add-on. It's great. I like it.
What would you like to do? We're in exploration mode, technically, so...
I shoot the earth orb. I'm kidding.
Boy,
I do want to make an Arcana check on these orbs, or I guess one of them.
I'm gonna slowly creep up to corner here and just peer ahead.
Okay.
yeah, I was just gonna sneak with my cat because I know that we're indoors now and more
Sorry,
close to
Jake.
range.
Unfortunately, there's no great sky for you to fly in right here.
Are stealth checks private or not, Colin?
They are usually secret.
Okay.
So you are being stealthy.
I do a separate one for my cat, right?
Oh, was Cody able to use lay on hands?
Yes.
Did he say a number? I don't think I ever heard it.
6.
6. There you go, that.
Sorry, I was getting alcohol.
We're investigating. Alright. What is Faya doing?
I mean, it feels metagamey to say I don't have to, oops. Okay, hang on. Now they're both, like, stuck attached. How do I... Okay, whatever. I will cast...
Yeah,
I will cast, detect magic again. Just due diligence.
Okay. Definitely significant
So rad.
significant magic coming off of the orbs. The fire, you can see Skazzle, give me an Arcana check. It looks like the fire one, after killing the Cinder Rat, has dimmed. Its energy has largely gone. There's still some faint magic from it. The other two still glow pretty brightly. Still filled with magic, it seems like.
can I touch it?
Okay.
Sure.
I have a question. The graphic on that was blue and then green, and it was just blue before. Was that significant, or is it just random?
No, it just chooses a random color.
Okay.
Yeah, it just gives you like
So, yeah,
a random.
I'll
Alright.
try and reach out and grab it.
I'm gonna go stand behind Scout.
Alright, which one are you touching?
Can I help? Can I
Fire.
aid? Or have I already done something?
You detect the magic.
Okay.
You touch the
So
fire
I
one.
will give
That
him
one.
emotional-
That one is the one that had its. Looks like it had dimmed and had most of its magic drained.
Yeah.
When you touch it, nothing happens. It's slightly warm.
Can I like grab it and like take it?
At this, you can, but it's just a stone at this point.
I'll take a cool rock. Who cares? I'll take a rock.
All right. The other two, however, you detect magic, so that yes, they are indeed significantly more magical. There's still magic pretty strong in them. Are you gonna do anything about it, or?
I'm nervous about triggering a rat fight again.
I mean, you don't have to do anything with them, but I was just. Are you? That's
I
what
Is
you
Nick
think
the
I'll
got.
only one
hold
that
off to
hasn't done anything?
Do what?
I
Is
will
Nick
hold
the only
off.
one that hasn't done anything? Is what I was asking.
So there's this one's the fire one that's done,
Yep.
and then assuming like a water one.
There's a air one and an earth one. There was one that looks like it was here, but it's gone. It's been broken in, basically where it was
Into like
gone.
a cave.
Yep.
So there's just the three.
It's just the three.
Okay. I go up and I touch this air one.
All right. You, as you touch it, a rush of wind flows into the room, and I hear a voice on the wind that says, "Call upon the wind to gain my blessing and soar through the skies." For the next, next 24 hours, you can use once for one action the ability to call upon the wind, giving you a flying speed of 40 feet.
That's bullshit.
Nice.
The Kenku were never meant to fly. Shit, seeing that, I'm gonna go touch this other one.
All right.
I hope I die.
Disintegrate.
You, as you do so, you can feel the ground, sort of rumbles beneath your feet slightly, and you can hear the stones of the very walls itself seem to groan, almost creating a voice that says, "Call upon the earth to gain its strength." You can spend the action to call upon the earth, and
Okay.
you gain 2 extra damage to your melee strikes until the
Ugh.
start of your next turn.
Okay, sure.
But whenever you do so, the magic sort of extinguishes from them.
Got it.
So a minor magical benefit. Now, Lini is being stealthy. Corby is looking around. Give me a perception check, Corby. All right. You do hear what sounds like talking that echoes down the hallways, and you also notice a very sort of disgusting, almost like really foul, decaying smell in the air. It smells like sort of dirt and sweat and decay. And it is coming from, as far as you can tell, the northern sort of part here. As you can see, looking forwards, there's a fork right here, up here. This fork leads northern, and you can smell, it's a very small step up, that has this just disgusting stench that's coming from it. But you hear talking from the southern fork.
Alright, Corby's gonna turn around to the others and just put his finger to his mouth. Shh. People that way and point down that path.
Again. Sneaky. Alright, I'm just gonna keep following and being sneaky, I guess.
Alright.
Lead the way.
Yeah, I'll make a stealth check as well. I'll join them.
Okay. Okay.
Stealth roll.
That was
Alright.
encouraging.
Nice.
Okay.
Did you say stealth roll?
If you're being stealthy.
If you want to be stealthy, you can be stealthy. It's crazy.
You did hear that there was talking
Imagine that.
of some sort.
So I should roll one right now.
If you're being stealthy.
You should just start throwing bombs.
Right.
Oh, oops. Well, I forgot to.
Standing at the entryway, it is much as I said. You smell a disgusting sort of stink from up here, as there is a rise that lifts up about 5 feet into what appears to be another cave above you. To the south, you hear sort of shrill voices talking amongst themselves. A language that you don't understand, but quite distinct. Looking farther down, you can see there is a rough barricade of barrels that have been placed to block off the southern passage, maybe 3-4 feet high. And you can see very, very distinctly 3 or 2 goblins sort of at some sort of post, it looks like, looking quite bored, while the one that you hear appears to be someone who's a bit more in charge. Every now and then they kind of quietly, almost in a disgusting voice, make these sing-song orders, and the 2 goblins just nod their heads sagely as if they're agreeing with them.
If I could, well, I'll unsheath. I'll draw my pistols, and I want to, slowly creep up this 20 feet and duck down behind the barrels.
All right, you are okay. Let me go ahead and.
Oh.
All right, give me a. That'll be a sneak action, so it'll be a stealth.
Sure. Proper this time.
Now going into initiative orders.
So actually, am I still up here until?
They're not doing anything, but you're there until you take the sneak action.
Okay. But that's an action I'll have to take on my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta wait for initiative to actually step up. Okay.
All right. Bea.
Yeah.
You have heard passed down the line that Corby has spotted some goblins, appearing to be guarding some sort of room, in this sort of towards the south, where the south part of the fork. He can just make out, whenever he peeked his head around the corner, he was just able to make out, like a couple of them essentially standing guard, with a third more important one that seems to be giving orders.
Am I close enough to be able to understand what they are saying?
We're in initiative order right now, so you can move up.
And is that a stealth roll before, or has that already been rolled?
It is a stealth. If you're being sneaky, it's using sneak to give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
All right.
And then it's initiative order, so it's 25 per action.
Yep.
Is sneak 2 actions?
Sneak is 1 action, and sneak automatically moved you basically. So.
Oh, it counts as a move. Okay.
Yeah, you move half your speed and do a stealth check for free.
Oh, half my speed. Okay,
yep.
So is that 10 feet?
You could, you moved and then you did a stealth action.
Oh.
There's sneak, there's hide. If you sneak is a move action. You move half your movement speed and get to make a stealth action for free, or a hide action for free as part of it.
Is that half rounded up?
It's half rounded down, I think.
It doesn't say, just a stride up to half your speed.
Yeah.
Right. So, can I understand?
You can hear them.
I
If
speak
you
them.
want to, you can make a society check. Or what languages do you speak?
I speak Goblin.
Okay, yes.
I
You
speak
can hear
Elfo, Common, Goblin, Jotun, Skald, Tiam.
you can hear them uh, speaking quite a bit abrasively, complaining about the tall ones with the white hair giving all the orders. One of them says, "I should be in charge. I know better than them."
Um, level 1, can't do cool stuff. I will attempt to whisper that throughout the party. And actually, I would like to drop back to Skazim.
It was good.
I'll ask him like, "Hey, you're a goblin. Do you want to try and infiltrate the ranks?"
They're goblins, you're goblins. I figured you know each other.
They have a problem with the
That's-
tall, white-haired ones.
That's a little goblin racist there.
We're all a little goblin racist.
I like that we're bringing the goblin racist back.
Depends on what borough you're from in Goblin, New York, whether you like each other.
Exactly. It's all about which exit you're
Alright.
from, you know?
Skaz is
But-
a proud 256 goblin.
Oh
He
no.
doesn't fuck with them 249.
Then it would go to Goblin War Chanter's not doing anything. It goes to Corby, technically.
Bobby Corbinson.
So I want to sneak, but that's 20 feet, and I can only go 10.
Shit, I moved up in initiative order. Fuck.
I mean, I guess can I take the sneak action twice to get there?
Technically, kind of, yeah. You can. I'll allow it. Because you're still hidden for the most part going down here.
So then it's a stealth roll.
Alright. You are able to sort of just peek out over the barrels. You can see that, yeah, it's indeed, there's a couple of goblins just sort of standing about. Another one sort of towards the back, a little bit taller. Go ahead and give me a perception check, too. Or as well. As you look at them, you can see there are two other goblins that are sort of slumped down behind what appears to be a table and a set of crates, looking quite bored, slightly hidden, but you're able to see, just make out the tops of their heads. So there are 5 goblins total that you see.
And I'm just gonna be hidden behind this barrel
All right,
with my pistols at the ready.
it'll go to Lini if you want to do anything.
So am I still stealthed? Is that how that works?
You are right now. You have until you like move to where they might be able to see you again. Which I said
Okay,
they're like
okay.
they're like over here around the corner basically.
Okay.
So you can like sneak.
So I can spend an action to sneak, and then it's half movement. Okay. Let's see. So I spend one of them actions. Sneak. 5. And are we rounding up or down?
I've been rounded down.
Okay. Alright, now I see some bad guys. Okay. Says holding a spell, I just have to burn the actions and I'd hold something, right? Right?
If you are holding an action, you are spending a action to hold an action worth 1 or 2, depending on basically how you were doing. But and then it's yeah, you just hold a spell basically, and you give a
Cool.
trigger, and you spend your reaction whenever it goes off.
Okay. I will hold electric arc until one of these boys pops into my range, which is, I'm at 40 and it needs to be 30. So I guess whenever they get to, like there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I could do without like immediately giving myself away. And because I'm small, people can get around me, right?
People can move through your space. You're not an enemy.
Okay, cool.
It
Cool.
goes to Korakai if you want to position yourself.
Um, wait, 20. Why does it say 15 feet to get there?
It's got double. Every other diagonal is double.
Oh, okay. So
This
that
diagonal
would
is
be, that would
OP,
be
please
20
nerf.
then. And then I guess I'll do a stealth to move again, and I want to get to there. And
Okay. You're
and that's all I'm gonna do.
Feet make very quiet sloshing sounds in the water as you move forward, trying to ascertain a better position. As it goes to you, Skazzle, you do know there's goblins.
Yeah. What were they bitching about?
White-haired boss.
White-haired, tall ones, presumably drow.
Interesting. Well, if they're
Come on,
fucking
you're
with the
from New
drow, I don't know
York.
if I'm
Start
gonna
a
be fucking with
revolution.
them.
Are we winning?
Tracy, get me.
I'm gonna try and listen in.
All right, give me a stealth check there whenever you move there. Okay. You are standing next, or I guess more like kneeling next to Corb. You don't have to kneel too low because the barrels are quite high. You can hear one of them says, they're always pushing us around. It's not right. But they give us food, as they point to the crate with food in it. It looks sort of fetid and slightly rotten, perfect for goblins, as all the goblins sort of nod their head vigorously. And then another one sort of holds up his hands and says, "But they makes us dig." And then he makes a digging motion with his dog slicer, his wickedly sort of curved sword, and the all goblins all sort of nod their head, and then they look to the leader, who just says, "Well, better to help him than to die by him." And they all sort of nod their head. Wise words! Wise words!
Hey, what's his name? The gunslinger?
Corby.
Colby. I believe that's Lou.
Lou!
Yeah,
What?
sorry. What?
Hey, you got any chocolate?
Chocolate?
Chocolate, yeah.
I can't remember the SpongeBob reference, but anyway. No, I do not have chocolate. I got some bread. I'll hand him a ration or two.
It's moldy, so I'll fucking take it. I'll
Just
pop
wants to
out with the
use
bread.
2 rations.
Are you gonna break bread with these goblins and become their new union leader?
Gentlemen, I am a representative. What was our group name? I guess, or I
The
guess what is
the Tard
the
Squad.
Desert Rose?
I'm just trying to think
The
of
Desert Rose.
a union-sounding goblin name.
What was the name of the inn? It was like the Desert Rose.
No, you're from the Alliance of Goblins United Incorporated. You've received word about their working conditions and demand better pay.
It doesn't
The
matter.
goblins are unionizing.
I'm very polite. I understand you're trying to get back at the man.
Oh wait,
Believe that-
let's
Go.
get me a beer. I gotta get the beer.
This is gonna work. I can feel it. Now, is it racist if I cover myself in green paint? Try to talk to him.
No, because they don't have rights.
You can
so-
do green face. That's
Because, I
They
mean,
don't
if you
have
look
rights.
at me, I'm already kind of green,
There we go.
you know?
All right.
If you call yourself
Okay.
a light green goblin,
You are
Yes.
Skazzle. You're
You got
talking to him.
yeah.
Okay.
I understand that the man is bringing you down, but me and my associates here, if you join us, we can overthrow them. And then you don't have to dig and you don't have to eat any more rotten food. Join us on the surface world.
They
There's much better shit up there.
All right. They
And I'll hold out the bread for them.
immediately, like, turn, like, terrified. Well, not terrified, but on edge at you, as you can see the two front here draw their dog slicers. They don't advance at you, but they warily look at you, while the two behind the crates draw their short bows. The goblin in charge strides forward and says, "What did you say?" Roll a diplomacy check.
God,
I believe.
this
I-
is.
I believe.
Oh man, this is gonna be good.
Don't worry, if they come in range, I'm gonna
It's gotta
shock
be
them.
good.
He,
I'm gonna shock them!
he narrows his eyes and he says, I be big boss here. You make me big boss. Kill tall ones. Me big boss. Candy big boss.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, you
Andy?
can be the big boss. These are your bosses. Or you're the boss of them.
I was really hoping Beaver was gonna go. Oh fuck, Brooklyn. Yeah.
All right.
Andy Big Boss.
You can see it is. They look at each other, say, You join crew, goblin crew. We take down tall ones. Make much gold, eat much good food, as they point towards the rotting food.
Sure, if you helped us take down the tall white-haired ones, they'll have better food than that.
They almost look confused. Better food? Not better food than this.
Do they have chocolate in there? Have you had chocolate before?
What chocolate?
I wish I had it for you. But it's something they got on the surface world, and it's something that they never give you down here.
He,
Who knows, maybe they might even have some.
he says, me, me make deal. You go kill, fight tall ones. Me, Candy, big boss, give you good food, good gold. Tell you password.
I look back to the other guys who I assume are listening in on this. And are
I can
looking
literally
for
just
input.
understand that.
Me tell you password. You go take care of tall ones. Make Candy big boss.
They're saying. Actually, hang on a second. Is Candy the name of this goblin, the leader goblin?
It seems so.
Okay. So Candy here wants to be made the boss, and if we go kill them, kill the drow down here, he'll tell us the passwords and give us gold and food. But I'm not sure if this is the kind of food that we want. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna judge. Honestly, I've had worse.
I'll judge. No.
I'll give you the thumbs up. I think it's a good idea.
Jake will just caw once.
Well, that's
Do you not
It's
see
settled.
Corby? Does Jake talk for you?
No, but Corby is trying to hide right now.
You know, I do realize that I have white hair.
But
You're drow?
You're around
What do
the
you think? I'm
corner.
glad you didn't go.
Oh, I moved to get rid of my void notice, but I'm doing it for. Shit, so you have white hair, right?
I have white hair,
Super
but I'm human.
Crazy white hair. I mean, you'll be fine. I mean, I can rub some mud in your hair.
It's my deception.
He's not listening to me at all.
That's about... Oh, fuck you, Colin! Fuck you!
What did you?
You'll see it in a moment, I'm sure.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going with this plan. I'm gonna go up.
Alright.
It's really dark and I can't see anything.
I'm not gonna have my weapon out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. Just make sure you don't harm our tall white-haired one, cause she's not one of theirs. She's one of ours. She's cool.
They almost they as people start walking up behind you, they sort of defensively take a step back, saying, "Watch out! Behind you!"
They're gonna help us take care of the white ones. And I'll usher everyone through.
Fantastic.
Good. Need people. Many to kill the tall white-haired ones. Very strong.
I will ask them in Goblin. Hey, how many are there?
He holds.
It's the joke's never going away. It's never going away.
He says, many. At least this many. As he holds up both, his hand, showing all of his fingers. At least this many.
I count his fingers.
Well, yeah. How many fingers does he have?
He
That's
has-
an important question for goblins.
He has, 4 fingers.
Total?
Total. It looks like several of them have been, chopped off or blown off by something.
Damn, no wonder you guys
Yep.
are reunited.
Yeah. Adds up.
Yeah, goblins don't exactly have OSHA.
Do we even really have OSHA?
But as they say, as you are walking past, say, careful! Water trapped! Boom, water! Also password!
Boom, water.
Boom, water sounds like
I
somebody just took a shit in
I
it.
look at Skazzle with accusation in my eyes.
Boom,
You
water.
don't look at me. But I ain't gonna try I ain't gonna drink any.
They get
I
a
can tell you
communal
that.
toilet.
Fucking glycerin.
If it's glycerin, then I'm absolutely taking some. But if it depends on what kind of boom boom they're talking about, you know?
Yes. Okay. As more and more people
Now the
sort of
password.
walk in, you can see they get increasingly nervous as he says, "Okay, he goes to the table and goes like that, and then he says, they say something back, goblins, not always understand them, but knows that the answer is always spider web. Like spiders, they do.
Spider whale?
Spider web.
Oh, spider web.
Candy got stuck in spider web once. Almost got eaten. You go, kill them. Make Candy big boss, give you much treasure.
Wait, hold on. Can I tell if this guy's bullshitting?
You can make a perception check.
But it's just wow, perception check.
Perception is a sort of catch-all for insight and stuff too.
This one.
Not bullshitting you, but very opportunistically using you to kill the drow. Does not seem to be particularly happy with the fact that they're, having to do what the drow says, but at the same time, would not be able to kill all of them themselves.
That's fair.
So you're useful, but you also know they're not gonna rush in there and help them because they're not gonna fucking stick their neck out for you.
Gotcha.
So don't count on them to cash any checks that they write. You know what I mean? Or any.
But at the very least, they do seem to definitely
You know what I mean.
be being truthful about the password, the fountain trap that's in the other room, because they want you to get there and deal with them.
Fantastic.
Alright. But he say, you, good luck! Come back! Candy give you treasure, good food, as she points to the rotten food.
Skazzle's like our
Let's do
leader.
it.
I'll have Skazzle lead the way.
Alright.
Me with my 15 max HP.
Yeah, big boss Skazzle.
Walking forward, you can see this rectangular chamber is largely in ruins. The center contains a fountain of pristine water with something sort of glittering at the bottom. In the middle of the fountain is a marble statue of a mermaid, her lips pursed as if she were about to blow a kiss or maybe a whistle. Each corner of the pool has some sort of mechanism embedded in the stones, but the one in the southwest corner appears to be smashed. I'm not even going to make you roll a perception, or go ahead and roll a perception check, but you know this is trapped. Alright, as you approach, you can see knowing that it's trapped, knowing what to look for, much like the initial actual entrance into the ruins themselves, there are pressure plates all around this fountain. And it looks like to disable it, you will have to go to the... That's not right. So, we got... pressure plates all around it. And then there
Watch your
is...
step.
Devices here, here, and here. Sort of stone. You can see there are small buttons embedded on it. This is what is called a complex trap or a complex hazard. It is essentially an encounter, except instead of fighting a creature, you are trying to do something, essentially. Whether that be, say, intervene with disarm a trap, that sort of thing. It, once again, goes in an initiative order. With the trap basically getting its own initiative. If it breaks out and if you trigger it, it starts going on its initiative, basically. Because it doesn't... It just does what the trap does on its initiative, essentially. So I will go ahead and roll you in.
Can I roll different than perception?
If you are sneaking, you can. If you are... I mean, perception is the base. Theoretically...
I was going to say, like, if I was looking for ways to dismantle the device...
In this situation, you could possibly roll a crafting for perception. But yeah, crafting would also work.
Alright. Thank you.
Then we are going to...
Grab a figure. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And then I just need to... I'm just gonna use the goblin for the things encounter token. Alright. Leany, we got Corby. Scazzle. Cool. Yeah, I think that's everyone. Okay. You know that this trap is triggered by stepping on the actual tiles directly next to the fountain. However, you also know that you have to get to these buttons that are on the corners of it to try to disable it. One of the nice things about, like I said, this setup is you can move around the room to get people directly to those buttons, so whenever the trap is triggered on their turn, they can just move to the button and try to disarm it, instead of having to run around the actual fountain itself, like have one person running around it. There you go. So, Leany, you go first.
Looks like we lost Levy.
Where is my Discord?
Tommy disconnected, and both
That's weird.
Connor and Beaver are. AFK now. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Tommy right there. He just suddenly... Maybe his thing's having a problem?
I mean, he's offline, so he might have had a internet issue.
Outage.
Yeah.
Also, I can still hear though. That's the great thing. Even though I am AFK.
Oh.
I love that I've got Bluetooth figured out. Yeah, I've got the earbuds. I love that this thing's got fucking Bluetooth.
Alright. Scazzle, you can, like I said, you see there are, as I described, 3 buttons on the corners, pressure plates on the actual around it that'll trigger it. You suspect it'll be a fairly middling thievery check to disable it, or a crafting check to just disable it. Likewise, you can try to straight up destroy them by attacking it, but that will take a little bit of work.
I'll try and crafting this on.
Okay. I will say, since Tommy's not here, Leanie's gonna get up close, ready to move once the trap is triggered to one of these corners to try to disable it somehow. Say, if you want to, Cork, like I said, it's initiative order basically.
Yeah.
And to give everyone a chance to be where they want to in the room when this starts popping off. Korkai, you can move yourself. You know, like I said, but you can move yourself anywhere in the room to try to get close to a button or try to find like cover, essentially. Connor, why are you moving like that, knowing that those squares trigger the trap?
I wasn't trying to. I wasn't
Those are the
moving
bad
first,
things.
and then I moved like 30 times.
But you can try to get in position to quickly move to one, or you can take a step back to the other room and try to find cover, knowing that this might go off and do something.
I go there, and I'll try. Well, I guess I can go ahead and go use a second action to go here, so I'm close to both, and I'll try and disable this one once everyone else is like prepared to do them at the same time.
All right. Corby, got a position you'd like to be in? Besides 69,
Hey,
is that where you want to be, Lou?
Oh, sorry. Right. Corby's me. Yeah, I mean, since we've already got people up there, it sounds like Skazzle's the one that's better equipped to. Hold on.
Actually, you're very good at this,
Yeah.
and you have a +1 to it
It's
because
dope.
you've got Jake.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll get ready to disengage this one.
All right. It goes to Fea.
can we walk on the rubble?
You can walk over the rubble. It's not too bad.
I feel like since we know that this trap's deal is detect magic is kind of a wasted energy. Is it? So I know you said that the puzzle is like encounter. Is it still 3 actions?
Still 3 actions. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to move up here with Drugani, I think was her name.
Drugami. Oh no, that's Leanie. Drugami is.
Leanie.
Drugami's the
that's
cat.
Yeah.
Drugami's not an idiot. It's gonna wait in the fucking.
Does that
bathroom.
hamper my movement at all?
No, I'm not worried. It's not too worried about it for this. This is mostly just learn like trap encounters
Okay.
and hazards. All right.
I can't see. Oh, there's a path right here.
Yep.
Okay. So are we just circumventing it? Because it only affects the one of those tiles.
You can circumvent it if you want to, but you do not get experience for it.
Oh. Okay.
The game, Connor.
What was that?
You said Lord in the game.
Yeah, sorry. Could I? No. Have we actually triggered it yet? I'm sorry. I
No.
No.
The whole point is you haven't triggered it yet. And so you're able to move into a position where you have to get to do these checks without having to spend a lot of actions moving around just to get to them.
I didn't walk straight across there. Okay. I'm gonna do this thing on this corner, I suppose.
There's not
or
one.
do I have to be like right up
No,
next to it?
there's only one.
There's not one on that corner.
Oh, okay. I thought. I'm sorry. My kid was distracted.
The southwest corner is broken.
He's broken off. Okay. Do I have to walk up here to do this?
Yep.
Do I have to enter the danger zone?
Yep. But the whole point is you're getting in position where everybody, once it does go off, everybody can rush in as fast as possible to turn them off.
Okay. Then am I waiting for everybody to trigger it together, or can I trigger it now and people can move that?
You can trigger it now, and it continues in initiative order, but then the initiative for the fountain gets rolled, and then it continues in initiative order with the fountain actually going on a turn.
Okay. So I guess in that case, perhaps I should delay.
Alright.
Yeah, in that case, I'll delay.
Well, everybody looks like they're in position, Skazzle. You stand there looking ready, able to absolutely get in there and press that button, knowing that as soon as you move on it, you take that move action onto the tile, it's gonna go.
No, I was trying to disable the floorboard trap.
The what?
Oh, he's trying to
Disable the
slip
floor trap so I can step on
No.
the tile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that possible?
That's
Or is-
not. That you're not gonna be able to wedge up underneath it like that.
Okay. Okay, so no matter what I do, I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna
just-
have to. The only way to
Yeah.
disable the
Yeah.
trap is the mechanism itself.
I'll move up and do it.
All right. It is going to roll its initiative. So it is on. Well, it continues in initiative order.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So its initiative is 22. All right. Skazzle, you move forward and go to the button. You can make a crafting check, a thievery check, or you can just try to bash the shit out of it.
These goblin traps.
All right, let me double check
So
what the DC for this is.
that does not sound promising.
Oof. You are unable to work the button
Damn
out
it.
correctly as you
Wonderful.
begin pulling out your tools and trying to sort of muddle with the mechanisms in it, and you find that it is surprisingly complex for something as old as it is. However,
These fucking mermaid traps.
you can try. It's just one action to do it, and you can try again because you just use an action to move and one action to try to undo it.
Yeah. Does that have a -5 penalty the same way attacks do?
No.
Okay.
That'd be weird.
It would be, but at the same time, I kind of would get it.
It does not.
Okay, I will do it again.
This time, now that after taking it, sort of calming your nerves as it begins whirring to life, you take a deep breath and you manage to get your tools in there and pull out. You like get a little chisel in there and there's a cog that you just pop out. that stops that one from working. So that one is that side is disabled. That one is disabled. Unfortunately, it took an extra action to get it done.
Hey, I got it though.
You did get it. It'll go
It's up
to
to y'all. Let's see what to do.
I guess it'll go to Leanie, who will also try her hand, as she is going to... Let me see what she's good at. What is Leanie good at? Nature. Leanie's good at nature and survival. Alright. She's gonna try to bash the fucking thing in.
Fair.
Alright. She takes her, like, chisel and just starts slamming into it with the butt of it. Actually managing to hit, not completely disabling it, but she does do some damage to it. And then she'll attack again. Unfortunately, this time she's not able to really dent it, but she did do some damage to the mechanism. She got it about... She's got cracks and chips coming off of it, so it has taken some significant damage from her attacking it. It is then going to go to the trap. The way that the trap itself works is that on its like turn, it's almost like whenever we play in D&D and I'll have like sections of the room like get hit by an AoE or something. That's basically what the trap does. It will target portions of the room kind of randomly, or the whole room depending on what it rolls. So I'm gonna roll a d10. It rolled a 6. On a 6, it is going to fire from the corners. So anything directly adjacent to a corner. So that's just Skazzle and just Leanie. Make a reflex save.
Actually, I guess that would be public too, wouldn't it?
You can do that public. That's fine.
20.
Alright. There is a huge burst of water that spouts out from the corners, just jets of water. However, you are able to dodge to the side, and Leanie is as well, as both of you pretty easily made the saving throw, as it goes to Korakai. This one has been damaged. This one's been disabled. This one's doing fine. And the checks to do it are either a crafting, a thievery, or just like attacking the shit out of it.
For attacking it, can I use like my divine focus arc thing?
You can.
And if I did that, would it bounce between the two?
You can, but they have a certain damage threshold that you have to meet to do any damage to it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just get to this one. And, I guess I will... I'm gonna try and hit it with my, to hit with my beak is higher than my staff, so I will do it. Does it tell me what my damage dice of this is?
For what thing? The beak?
Handed D10.
Yeah.
Or no, for the staff.
The-
The beak is a D6.
The Kakara.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna do.
All right. You hit it. All right. That is enough to finish smashing this one side of it.
Okay. And then I guess I'll use my last action to move out.
Alright. It goes to Gorby.
Okay, we're just gonna... Okay, it didn't take the bird. Or it took the bird, but it didn't take me. Once again. Alright, and I'm going to try a thievery check on this.
You do have a +1 circumstance bonus because Jake's with you.
Damn it. Plus. Fuck. 13.
Not a great roll, unfortunately. As you work at it, taking out your thieves' tools, you are able to take a small panel off and look at the whirring and sort of struggling gears, but it is, unfortunately, as you're working away, it's just taking some time to get it.
Oh wait, that was 10 steps, or that was... Oh shoot, I forgot. I got 10 paces. I get a free 10 movement speed during my first turn.
I got 10 paces.
Yeah, so actually I have one more action.
You
Because I
can,
wouldn't have needed to use the second one to
you can try
just try it
again.
again. Alright, let's try this one more time. That's not much better.
But it is enough. You fiddle with the parts a second time, sort of your eyes narrowing as you look at the mechanism, and as you're sitting there, you hear Jake go, "Ka! Ka!" as it sort of pecks at one of the gears, and you take a small wedge and just shove it in the gears, and it stops whirring. You can see it struggles against it for a moment, and then just completely ends dead. That disables the last part of the fairly simple trap. Well, fairly simple trap. Like I said, this is all very kind of combat forward, so everybody's like, this is how actions work, this is how rolls work, this is how traps work, this is how blah 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 works, this is how saving throw works, that kind of thing. This is how persistent damage works. Alright, you disable the trap. As it, you can see it's not like it bursts into flame or anything like that, but it does go quiet, as it no longer, is shooting water out. In the water itself, you can see there is quite a bit of, gold. Roll a perception check for me, actually.
Perception, okay.
Everyone?
Everyone can roll this perception check.
Oh, well. Sorry, let me do that again and make it.
Jeez, Corby must have seen something with that 22.
Well, now we'll never know because I'm rolling blind.
Alright, looking into the actual fountain itself, at first you think you see a lot of glitter of gold, but then realize, perhaps because of the strangeness of the lighting, it looks like it's mostly copper with a little bit of gold pieces in it, but with the trap itself disabled, you're able to pretty easily gather, let's see, how much money is this? 2 gold, 8 silver, 28 copper, and with a very, very fine 22, Korakai, you see almost like surprisingly in plain sight and yet surprisingly well hidden. The actual fountain itself looks like it has like a trident in its hand, and you realize the middle tine is slightly elongated and also doesn't look like it should be there. As you climb up and find it is a sword in the center tine.
Huh.
Very nice.
Cool.
It's a very fine looking sword.
I will grab that and put it away.
It's nice, pristine.
I could appraise it for you.
Sure.
Yeah, you can inspect the
Just take a
sword.
look at that real quick.
You can inspect the sword.
Is that goblin racist?
Are you inspecting it for value, inspecting it for magic, inspecting it for
Beaver?
Could I inspect? Well, would inspecting it for magic be a crafting check?
that would be detect magic. Inspecting it, a crafting check would be appraising its value.
I'll just appraise its value then.
Okay. It's a finely worked sword. Worth probably 5 gold pieces, maybe 6 if you do a little cajoling with someone.
Nice craftsmanship.
Surprisingly nice craftsmanship. Far better than anything else you've seen down here, that's for damn sure.
Cool.
Alright.
God, I need a peace out and go get dinner.
It is 8:15.
Yeah.
All right.
Be going on soon.
Bea, this is a magic sword.
Can I tell what kind of magic?
Like I said, I'm just gonna say you're detecting magic because at some point
Sure.
it would ping up whenever you cast detect magic in an area. You cannot tell what it does though. It is currently
That's a heightened effect, right?
it is currently unidentified.
Okay.
Cool.
Neat. Cool sword.
Fancy magic sword needs identifying.
Let me see. Who's got it in their inventory?
I do, I guess.
Okay. Let me add a.
Alright. I'm gonna head out because I need to fucking go get dinner somewhere.
It is dinner time.
Yep. I'll be back in a little while if people are still online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go do stuff.
It is.
See
Okay,
ya.
then I guess.
So no, I'm really liking Pathfinder. I feel like it just feels good.
So, yeah, I was just
Yeah, it's consistent.
Then I guess are we just gonna end it here for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good place to end it. I'm trying to see what exactly is it to.
I made thing. I'm happy.
Alright. Adios.
Yeah.
It did not
Me.
actually work out.